and welcome to Wright's Academic and Training Institute and our celebration of World Youth Skills Day 2026. Now we know how we have some special persons here, and while our numbers may be small, we know that our impact is great. So we are not watching what is happening with our numbers, but what happens with our impact. Now our theme for this year, skills for a shared future. And I know that everybody sitting here at the table or beyond are looking at what those shared future should be, what it should look like, and the skills that are needed in our youth for this type of development. But before we go any further, let us invite the presence of God. So we ask Mrs. Karen Brown Taylor just to lead us in a quick word of prayer.
That you will guide us and protect us, and that our proceedings today, everything.
We want to especially welcome members of the Hard NSTA Trust, and even while she may not be with us today, we will listen to her message later on. Miss Tanisha Ingleton, who is the Managing Director for the Art NSTA Trust. We also have Miss Shanice Graham, who is the Acting CTI Officer, as well as Mr. Kenroy Gordon, Mr. Philip Earl, and Mr. Davian Grant. I don't know if I leave out anyone, but what I'm going to ask those persons to do is to quickly stand and give us a little introduction of yourself, so we may become a little more familiar.
Kenroy Gordon, I'm from the Partnerships Department. I am a part of the results-based funding model also, as a project officer. What that is, Shylock and both Wright would have been on this funding model where the institution is paid for performance. So that's how I started this relationship with Wright and Shylock. Currently I am also a partnership implementation officer for the partnerships department. Alright?
I am Shanice Graham. I am the acting CTI officer, and that means that the CTI officer just oversees the management of the CTI locations, Shylock's Wright. I don't think I need to go into much details. So that's basically it. And again, thank you for having us.
Good morning again. My name is Philip Earl. I am a part of the Community and Special Interventions Training Department under the National Training and Programs Division. Community and Special Training Intervention, close to CTI. The CTIs fall under that department. And there are 3 programs managers within that department, myself being one to serve the entire island. And I know you're familiar with Ms. Dainty and Thomas Green, who's the programs manager who's specifically assigned her portfolio for community and training intervention. But we work closely together and they're cross-functional, and she had several other competing activities along with Ms. Blake, who is the Senior Programs Director, and they couldn't be here. So I'm able, trying my best to represent them here to be a part of this function and this initiative to show our support and provide support and guidance where we can. So I work with Ms. Dainty and Thomas Green on the CTI as well. So thank you very much for that.
Everyone, my name is Tashan Alexander. I'm a nursing student.
Everyone, I'm Mrs. Jacqueline Russell Goose, and I'm a student at the Wright Academy.
My name is Bridget Sinclair, and I'm also a student from the first grade. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vita again. I'm a nursing student.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kamala Reed, and I'm a nursing student at Wright Academy.
Good morning again. I am Shanice Buckley, and I'm also a student at Wright Academy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Denise Nolan Franklin, a municipal police attached to the Portland Municipal Corporation, and also a student of the Wright Academy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kevin Moon. I'm a level 2 trainee at Wright Academic Training Institute, a proud student of Mrs. Emily Bunting Bryan.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Bunting Bryan, past student of Wright Academic and Training Institute, presently the Levels 2 Allied Health Patient Care Instructor. And here with me today are my students.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kemar Anderson. I'm a student here at Wright Academy and Training Institute.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Otani Williams, and I have successfully completed my level 2 in patient care here, and I'm currently at level 3.
Okay, great. And we have myself and Miss Taylor, who are members of the Board of Management. I'm going to allow Miss Taylor to go ahead and introduce herself again. Go ahead, Miss Taylor.
Good morning. My name is Karen Taylor. I'm a part-time instructor, and I also serve as chaplain and the community liaison.
All right.
I am a past student of this institution who served as a president or the president throughout my course, and I'm glad to be here today.
And I'm presently a student at Wright Academy.
Arts at the base, right at the elementary level, and all of us here are looking forward to that shared future that the theme spoke about. Alright, just before we finish a wrap up with the introductions, we are going to tell you a little bit about what World Youth Skills Day is and what our process for today should be. So, how many persons can tell me when this thing started, World Youth Skills Day? Anybody remember what year it started? No? Well, it started 2014. So it was established by the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. And it had the objective, it had some general objectives still. But one of the main was to raise awareness of future ready skills. And you know, one of the things that points out, and I think the NSTA Trust is on board with that, as the year progresses, a lot of young people are realizing that the things that we used to do at school are not necessarily things that are going to be done 5 years later. So if we should look back in 1990 and look now in 2026, the skills you had in 1990 would become almost irrelevant in 2026. So what the World Youth Skill Day does is to constantly promote those future-ready skills so that young people can see a guided path forward. And that is one thing that I see that the Heart NSTA Trust is pushing. And through the CTIs, we are also pushing and driving that focus. Another objective was to showcase global priorities in skill development. And when you say global priorities, you realize now that we have integration. So when our children leave high school, they may not work in Port Antonio. They may not even work in Kingston. Some of our students are in Cape, in Montana, in Florida, in the Cape, what's the name of that state? Massachusetts. They are all over the place in skills that they train here. So what we realize that we have to make our skills globally ready. So that is also one of the focus of World Youth Skills Day. We also wanted to foster collaboration among stakeholders. And as a stakeholder here, and our trust NST as another stakeholder, we want to foster those skills among young people. And also promote equitable access. So persons may not have the monies to go and train in these areas. So what the forum does is to provide that equitable access so all persons can access at the same level. The final thing is to inspire you to drive national progress, and that's the main thing. If we don't have national progression, then our country dies. So we thank you again and we welcome you for being part of today. And we hope that whatever exercise and activities go through today, you'll see that it is beneficial to you. And as students, you'll see the focus that we are trying to do.
Everyone, good morning. All protocols observed. Wright's Academic and Training Institute has always been about dreams, hopes, and the bright future that it holds for us, for all of us, especially you, our scholars. It's a place where trainees learn not just from books, but they learn from others. Every corner of our school has a story to tell, and many of you can attest to that. Stories of friendship, stories of triumphs, stories of hard work, and stories of dedication. Wright's Academic and Training Institute has faced many challenges, but every setback has been a setup for a comeback. As Jeremiah 29 verse 11 states, "For I know the thoughts I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not for evil, and not of evil, to give you an expected end." We have learned to rise up and grow stronger. These experiences have taught us the true meaning of resilience. In the face of difficulties, we have learned to stand firm on the rock, Christ Jesus, our Creator and our King. 5 years ago, Wright's Academic and Training Institute was a tiny sapling planted with care and with hope. With time, we have grown, surviving the harsh winds and heavy rains. We have stood firm in our growing and blossoming every single year. Today, we are a grand tree of knowledge, providing shade and fruit to many. On this special day, let's take a moment to thank God for taking us this far. The institution continues to nurture the partnership with Heart NST Trust and, by extension, National Council of Technical and Vocational Education and Training, NCT-VET, as the National Training Agency and the certification entity, respectively. This partnership has afforded all trainees who passes the way of Wright's ATI to access quality training and education. This partnership continues to create industry, exposure, and often avenues and broadways for training and development. Through partnership with the Ministry of Health and, by extension, the Northeast Regional Health Authority, our Faculty of Allied Health and Nursing trainees were able to complete over 280 hours of working experience within the public hospital in the region. Additionally, our partnership with the 3 nursing homes in the parish continues. We are also privileged to gain additional assistance from some medical facilities in the parish. As a result of the intense training that these trainees received at Wright's ATI, some of our trainees were employed to some of these said nursing homes during working experience. The trainees continues to gain employment in and around the community also. 6 of our trainees were employed to the Portland Infirmary. The institution was also able to employ one of its very own product as an instructor, namely Mrs. Anne-Marie Bunting Bryan. Our trainees continue to gain employment all over the island. Currently, we have trainees working in some of the general hospitals in the country, like Kingston Public Hospital, Huey Hospital, Port Maria Hospital, just to name a few. Some of our trainees are also employed in health departments and medical centers in and around the country. From time to time, our Allied Health PC trainees are asked to assist in career fairs, screenings, health fairs, etc., conducted in and around the parish. They are called upon to represent the institution and are always professional in these aspects in carrying out vital signs and offer presentations and demonstrations. One of the biggest health fairs that was conducted in the parish, namely Know Your 4 Numbers, was put on by the Port Antonio Health Department, and our trainees played a vital role in that event. Our trainees participated in events conducted also by Heart NST Trust, some of which include job fairs and on-the-spot assessments. The institution also conducts various programs internally to benefit our students. Our personal development instructor, Mrs. Karen Brown Taylor, have conducted workshops with the trainees which highlights goal setting, time management, SWOT analysis, and building a supportive network. The institution celebrated its 4th anniversary in October 2025, and as a result of that, on October 11, a day of prayer and praise was held. To climax this celebration, a church service was held at the New Testament Assembly Church. The institution's membership with the American Association for Higher Education and Accreditation, AAHEA, has allowed us to now attain the candidacy status for accreditation. The institution in its near future will undergo assessment and inspection for accreditation of its programs in the United States of America and in Canada. We have also attained candidacy status for registration with the Jamaica Tertiary Education Commission, JTEC. Wright's Academic and Training Institute currently offers programs which includes Diploma in Allied Health Patient Care, Levels 1 to 3, Customer Care Representative Training, Employment Readiness, and soon we will bring Enhanced Job Readiness and Phlebotomy programs on board. All of our accomplishments could not have been possible without the strength and guidance from God, the voluntary assistance, contributions, work and support of the Board of Directors and the members of the Community Management Committee, that's the CMC, head of organizations to which we partner, hard-working senior, full-time and part-time instructors, administrative and support staff, the members of the community, and our students who continue to make us proud. Through the direction of God, our instructors inspire, motivate, and guide the trainees in just about every step of the way. They are considered to be the backbone of the institution, and the trainees owe a big part of their success to them. Instructors, we honor, appreciate, and celebrate you. I use this platform to extend our hands as we crave support, contributions, donations, and scholarships to aid in the successful administration and execution of quality education and training to the aspiring professionals of this and surrounding parishes. In this breath, I officially express gratitude and appreciation to you all for being here, for the contributions and the donations, moral support, advice, and agreed partnership that would have allowed this institution to accomplish what we have today. We applaud the Ministry of Labor Step to Work program and the Office of the Member of Parliament, which has contributed greatly to the financial sustenance of the student population. As we celebrate this day, let's make a promise to always uphold the honor of your school. Let's keep the flag flying high, as the school is more than just a building. It's a home, it's a family, it's a guide, and it's a beacon. I pray that we will continue to grow and blossom, spreading the light of knowledge and wisdom as we go from day to day. Have a pleasant day.
Good everyone, my name is Zina Masi, and I am the Admissions and Resource Officer at Wright Academic and Training Institute. Welcome to our World Youth Skills Day under the theme of Share Skills for a Shared Future. Today I will be giving you an overview on our institution and showing you some images of our trainees at events that they've partaken over the years. I'll also be showing you some images of voluntary services that we've conducted over the years at different locations. So currently, I'm going to be telling you who we are. We are Wright Academic and Training Institute, and some of you may not have known this, but the ATI stands for something. The A stands for accountability, and accountability is through the initiative of efficiency and effectiveness. The Institute will endorse ownership of our expectations and embrace the principle to be held accountable for our actions. T, team spirit. We We commit to work together in a sense of integration and cooperativeness to achieve the success of our institute. Innovation. We continuously strive to redefine the standard of excellence in all professions to which we contribute. Therefore, being open to ideas that challenge. Ideas that challenge conventional views and drive innovation. That is who we are. Now, our vision statement is to catalyze positive changes in local communities by building on technical and vocational education through professional training, to be recognized as a reliable and affordable pathway to higher education while contributing to the labor market. Wright ATI is the trusted partner for embracing workforce performance, advancing career, and enabling organizations to achieve their missions while providing a reliable pathway to professionalism. Our mission statement: to enhance the human capital development of aspiring professionals by providing skill-based training through various pathways to higher education while contributing to the labor market. And our motto: the reliable pathway to professionalism. And at the bottom you can see an image of the event that we partake in at the Northern Primary School, and two of our trainings are being photographed with students from that school. Now, these are some important contacts that you can make a note of in case you need to make contact with them regarding the matter. We have Dr. Romario Wright, the CEO and Director of Schools, Ms. Joan Gibson, our Coordinator, Ms. Melissa Thompson, our Accounts and Human Resource Officer, Ms. Anne-Marie Bunting-Bryan, our Main Allied LTCA Instructor, and myself, Ms. Zina Massey, the Information and Resource Officer. The qualifications required to do this program would be your original qualifications, TRN, birth certificate, government issued ID, 2 passport size pictures, and a recommendation letter. The registration fee is $9,000.
Alright, so this is our phlebotomy section. Here you can see our phlebotomy tubes, our gloves for sanitization. We also have our gauze, our biohazard bags, as well as needles that are usually used in this process. We also have our butterfly needle here, as well as our first aid kit. Here you have blood connection needles. A display of our body systems, which are important for daily functions. We have the nervous system, the immune and integument system, the skeletal system, lymphatic, urinary, and cardiovascular. We also have a display of others as well. Most of these were created by students as projects. You can see the intricacies that were put in place to ensure that they are detailed and can display what exactly the body systems do. This is the digestive system. This was something that was recently done. You see it details the entire process where digestion starts in the mouth until it goes to excretion. I have Mr. Moody over here who will be better able to provide you with a rundown of what exactly the digestive system does, as well as the different processes that occur. Mr. Moody?
So as my colleague had previously explained, this is our display of the various systems, starting from the nervous system, going all the way through to the endocrine system. The nervous system, as we know, is responsible for mainly the nerve endings which send signals from and to the brain. So this will transmit signals for bodily movement, joints, also transmit signals of pain, signals also to the digestive system, which is, when your bowels are full, what needs to go to the bathroom and other things. Moving forward, we have the immune and integumentary system. This consists mainly of the skin, hair, nails, immune systems, internal. So that would go like, for example, your appendix, which contains your T cells, your B cells, which is used to fight against infections, pathogens within the body. The integumentary system, the nails, the hair, and the skin, that's all made up. That supporting these systems, you need proper hydration, which speaks to the viability of your skins, the texture of your hair, the nails. Moving along, we have the digestive system here. We have quite a few models of the digestive system. Each of them were made by different classes. And This speaks from ingestion to excretion, as Mr. Anderson says. Shows different functions of each organ within the digestive system, how they operate, and the importance of them. Also, we have some that has been displayed if there's any problems with each of these systems, what they may cause. Here we have the skeletal system, which shows the structure based on the bones, how many bones are within the body, the scientific names of each part of the body, the bones and how they're made up. So we go from cranium all the way down to calisthenius. So basically from head to toe, as you normally say. So head, shoulders, knees and toes. We have the lymphatic system, which speaks on mainly the nodes. So that goes into sweat glands, salivary glands, which also cross-references sometimes with the endocrine system, which also speaks about the glands as well. So it goes into pituitary and otherwise. We have the gastrointestinal system, which is basically also a part of the digestive system. So gastro speaks of food, so anything that goes there. And the intestinals, we deal with basically mineral absorption, nutrient absorption, storage of food, and also holding feces until it goes to the process of excretion. We have the urinary system, which is present in all. So this is mainly used for the excretion of harmful fluids, waste products, and anything that the body may have ingested through foods or otherwise. We go across here to the cardiovascular system, which goes along with the heart and how the heart pumps the blood and oxygen around the body. It speaks on the arteries, the veins, different capillaries, villi, the chambers of the hearts, the atriums, and the ventricles in the lungs and so forth. So we go across here. You know it's different between the male and the female. You see each organ is set from different angles. Organs used in the reproductive system for the male. You know, we have the testes, the penis, which are the main organs. Female, the vagina, the ovaries, which are the main organs. Reproductive system used in the production of offspring and so forth. Respiratory system that speaks on inhalation, exhalation of oxygen and other gases into the body through the use of the lungs, the rising and the falling of the diaphragm, inhalation, exhalation. And as my colleague is pointing out here, we have our little mannequin, Mr. or Miss Brown.
So this is the mannequin that we use throughout our course. We mostly use it in practicals. So it's, well, he or she, we call her Miss or Mr. Brown depending on the part of the course that we're at. So as I said before, we use her during our practicals. We use her to him or her to demonstrate different parts of the course, such as learning CPR, first aid, when we would have performed our Heimlich maneuver, or the head tilt, chin lift, or whenever we are performing bed bath, or just carrying out our practicals, we use her as, or him, as demonstration. Other parts of the mannequins that we also use. So as you see here, we use this for the male. So if we're using the mannequin, we use this for Mr. Brown, or the vagina for Miss Brown. And on these, we demonstrate stuff like performing hygiene for the patient. So we use it for bed baths when we're teaching our students here.
So here's our baby, Jeremiah, right here in her crib. And in the situation we have to practice PCR, then we would have lift him up a little bit, and then we'd have practice. But as you see him right now, he's dressed, and we have him lying down here. And in case of anything, we can change his pampers and fix him properly. And in case the baby is injured, then we would have put him together and fix him properly. So this is baby Jeremiah right here lying down, and ensure that he's comfortable and lying in his crib. So this is it for Jeremiah.
Hi, I'm Mary. Hi. Oh, it's a pleasure being here this afternoon. Can you just enlighten the team as to what you're doing with me this afternoon?
Oh, so currently I am doing a manicure and a pedicure service. I'm currently soaking the hands and feet in warm water, disinfected water. And I have currently added the cuticle softener to soften the cuticle so that I can properly remove them.
All right, so what is it that is in the solution?
Pedi-soak, salve. That pedi-soak is soap.
Okay.
To help and soften the calluses from off the feet or the hands, and the salve is a disinfectant to prevent bacteria and all of that.
Okay. Nice. So when you're through with me, how long before I actually need to see you again?
Every month.
Oh. I am a farmer. I wear the water boot, and sometimes I'm barefooted. And oftentimes I am exposed to hazardous materials. What are some of the prevention methods that you would recommend as it relates to my lifestyle?
I would prefer that you wear a water boot. Though it might be a little bit harsh on the foot, but it's best to protect the feet rather than to have them out, causing injuries and bruises and stuff like that. So you have to make sure that you cover your feet, make sure that your feet are moisturized. You have to keep the feet moisturized so that it doesn't build up calluses.
Okay, and I appreciate that information because I do not normally moisturize. I just wash and dry and go on about my business. So now I am learning how to better care for my feet. Because I do not also like to wear slippers, because oftentimes the smaller toes, they tend to do not live loving with the other toes. You understand what I mean? But what you're doing now will give me some sense of pride that this is me, and come on, life goes on. But I really thank you. I trust that when we are through, my videographer can say, wow, I think I need to have mine done.
Most definitely.
Don't you think so, sir?
Yes. Good afternoon, Ms. Rodney.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mr. Moody. I'll be your PCA for the day.
Yes.
And today we're just going to do a few checks before we send you out to your vitals on the other station, all right?
Yes.
So initially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your weight,
yes,
your height,
yes,
and then from that we'll calculate your BMI, which is your body mass index, all right?
Okay.
Which shows the basic percentage of fat within your body, okay?
Yes.
All right. So first thing I'm going to ask you, I'm just going to ask you to remove your shoes.
Okay.
Anything heavy in your pockets?
No. Pocket is empty.
Right. Just put this up here. All right, so I'm just gonna step on, back towards the wall, facing outwards, okay? Hands by your side, shoulders relaxed. All right, let me just record your weight. 177.2. You recording all right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do your height now. Sorry. Ready? Good. Alright, so I'm just gonna ask you to step off so I can get an accurate reading of your weight. So step forward. Your height.
Okay.
Here. So it's 173.5 centimeters for a height. 73.5 centimeters. And BMI is 26.7.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am. You're free to step off. You can put your shoes back on.
Okay.
And then as soon as you're ready for your nut side, they'll call you for your vitals, all right?
Okay.
Sit down and do my schoolwork.
Morning, class.
Morning.
Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Morning, Zanda.
Excuse me?
Good morning, Miss Alexander.
Okay. Morning, class. Mr. Tug Life, hello, hello. It's time for learning now. Stop talking.
My number is special. Where does he go to? I am a friend, man. Just lost a school, man. I'm a friend. You're not a friend, where is it, Papa?
I'm not what?
Where? What is keeping?
You don't need to talk in here with Tug Life because he's not going to come out to anything. And I speak to you already in the car before we reach in.
Alright. That's not how much came in a crowd.
Man, you can't be little people picking you up and careful. You never know what people pick you up about you know.
So the lesson for today, class. Hello? The lesson for today, class, is skills for shared future. What do you think about that? I need 2 examples from everybody in their notebooks about
Skills for
a shared future. Yes.
That sounds like my family. My family background.
Explain that about. Explain family background now. On the topic.
Means I'm not going to have a really good on that things. Just no accessory. Talk to you next month.
You know, say 0 for you though. 0 for you because I was going to grade it. 0 for you.
Well, John, because I work on Sunday and I'm going to work on Wednesday. So good.
Miss Rodney, you have anything to talk about on the topic that I gave you?
Yes, miss. Skill. One shared future. It's like we are now in Art Academy trying to get a skill. So we want to pass it on to the generation to come. So if we don't get it right, we can't able to pass it on right. So we are here to learn and can able to pass it on to other generation. You can say we come to this Art Academy and this is where we learn the skill and we can able to pass it on and advertise it to others.
Nice example. Am I your turn?
Right now, let's get back.
Maybe you don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, just chew me up because you don't want me to talk to somebody in class. You can't go focus.
Early in the morning,
You can't do those things.
You mean you can't do without Tug Life? You come to school to learn, you don't come to school to talk to man.
You don't understand what's love. You don't understand what's love. I'm here forever.
You're working for something, you know, but you're going to get it later. I need you to take out your books and write 3 sentences about on the topic that I gave you. Everyone in here. Mr. Tug Life, where's the book? Where is the book and why your bag is so small?
Stand up. Tell you already know. Because I work on Sunday, I'm going to work on Wednesday. Check me tomorrow, Thursday.
Seems like I have to call the parents and write up in the card. I can't take these nonsense kids in the house.
My old man knows me still. The mother class boring, man. Of course. The mother class boring.
I don't need any talking in here.
All your mother talk about that history. We know my history already. I'm the answer fish and the national dish. That's all we need to know.
Sarah, do you have my case in room today?
No, sir, you can go on.
Where is the name in that place?
You can't stay there.
Rodney,
Casey, don't make your name already.
Rodney, stay right in our stand. Rodney, talk to your mother.
Your grandmother Casey. Later on, Casey can say no. That's good.
Why you have to worry about them someday? We young, you know?
You're young. That's why you need to get a skill.
That's why
you're here right now to get a skill to make it better.
About that. You know, say I'm Zanda is same thing.
Where can you say that now?
You're priest in a Rodney.
Well, if we are priest, you tell us you need to get a skill. How without a skill, you don't have anything.
Don't worry yourself. You watch and see me in the next 15 years. A doctor me a turn, you know.
When?
And me, I go be a theater what so like.
Oh, whoa. But if upon this future we are moving right about you're not going nowhere.
You can't say that.
You're sitting in the class and
You
you're
can't say that. Hello. Guys, I need the sentences. I need the work.
This
I'm just talk like, don't look at me like that. Because I don't have any behavior in here. I don't want to throw you out of my class in the evening here now. Oh.
Your class are the only class in my life.
Let me do my work, yeah?
You just always go on like saying, you know everything in here.
You know what you're doing, man. I'm a priest, man.
I'm not your father.
We can't go and do that.
So I'm going to right now, we can't do it for much of that class.
Don't know. You want to ask you something, you know? You don't know if you have to take your mother advice. Or you have to believe in me. I believe in me.
Of course, baby.
I believe in me. Say next 15 years you have to be a doctor.
I'm never going to say to my wife. I'm never spending money on my wife working. That's the deal.
My I'm married you.
Of course. We don't play you right now as a business. Alright.
What are you serious?
Why am married?
When I see about school?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
No, I am gonna watch me now. I'm good for me back.
She alright. I'm here to watch me to get a stroke in here right now. Me and you right now.
Rodney, no CP.
Go back to your seat. Get up and go back to your seat. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. You know, it's when we can't.
You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to judge a book by cover.
Sometimes
You're not supposed to judge a book by cover. It's alright.
Can't manage that tonight.
It's alright. I left out all over the class. Don't with that to your class.
Very easy at all. I propose that class. Come here, yeah? You want a skill and a future. Move on.
Tell us if you don't want to die back there, you know. Come on, yeah. See already, you know. Come on, but give me a trouble. Yeah, but I will some my time there. Nurse. Look at me, look. Ah, Tia, yeah, can become a doctor. Right. Come sit down right here. Nurse, you don't feel well, you know.
She don't feel well?
No.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me. So I look strong and ill.
Not here, no, man. Right when you have all the Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
So, you're what discussion?
I'm a mother.
Your mother? Okay, so can you give me a full information? What is her name?
Passion Alexander.
So her name is Passion. Can you spell the word, please?
Yeah, TASHANALENSAND.
And what old is her?
Right now she has 16.
She has 16?
Yeah.
Robert Road?
Yes.
So, oh, you carry me here so now I give out all of the information.
No.
You don't want people going to kidnap me?
Listen, nobody now kidnap me. Right now, I'm too old. Nobody now want me.
Okay,
yeah, well,
why the reason are very clear?
right now, I'm more to the doctor to see that the girl is medication and just calm her down.
So what is her complaint?
You know, we want to work out the more make me think put one which she can sleep at night time, which she don't wake up like certain time.
I am just a nurse?
She have those.
I'm just a nurse?
No, but nurse, you have to understand. You know,
no, I am the nurse.
Sometimes she can annoy me. Some want something to sleep.
I am the nurse and I cannot.
Yes,
that only can pass on the information to the doctor.
Pass on it, that's what I tell you. Pass on it, nurse. Pass it on. I want something to sleep.
Ask you to stand.
Alright, come with me, come.
So me have to take off my shoes?
Yes.
Come on, come.
Why liberty? Take time.
Alright. So it is. Oh my. That's it. I'm gonna go over there.
I wonder where they're deducting it right now. Take your time, honey. Take your time.
More or come out of the place, you know.
Me tired more than you. Come, take your time. Doctor?
There's a patient here to see you right now.
Good morning.
Well, man, they must sound so familiar.
How can I help you this morning?
Look about, no man, who this? What talk life, what you see? See right now, I just want to fight you in your 68, you know.
Tomorrow?
Yes. A long time I don't see you about Jesus peace. Yes, you said,
who is that?
Who is that? Talk like what you said now, come out, you're not good.
Talk like is that you?
Talk like money right now. And me and I'm to
what Jesus Christ, God give me a hug, but I didn't know saying that come out to something good enough.
You're lying to me. Jesus is your lie.
Take your time.
What make you lie, so? Don't talk like a single.
Let me deal with your mother first.
Alright.
Come in there, look good now. Look around.
Hey,
look there.
Alright.
So what's happening with you today, Miss Sandra?
I don't know why she came here. I don't know why she came here. And I'm jealous of it.
Take off your glasses and listen.
Take my glasses and I can't.
Listen, your boy, you want to look good, man. You look good. You're strong.
Take up and in the gym and everything.
I didn't know say you have come out to something. I talk it every day and all of me sleep.
Why you like that? I like that.
That's nice of you. So where's the report that the nurse wrote?
No, me I forgot about it. I'm so learn something.
So Miss Zanda, how are you doing? Alright, I feel better now, like how I see, I'm happy. You feel better now?
No, I'm sure you want money now, that's why I feel better.
Well, life of a funny way of teaching us some lessons. Never underestimate no one. Never judge a book by its cover.
I mean, I thought it was a thug life, I'm going to treat us so good when you're in the class. No, sir. It kind of
we are going to let the past be the past.
You have to just sit with her.
Being on a professional scale, I'm going to make the past be the past. But Ms. Zanda, just a word of advice. Never judge a book by its cover. And it's not Thug Life, it's Dr. Johnson.
Alright, see that?
Thug Life was a school boy. We just feel like he never really have much.
So you try to mash up your life? Of course. If you marry me, I'm going to put on the side because me, it's worse like 5 years.
We are dealing with your mother.
Really care about that right now.
We are dealing with your mother.
But this thing has to understand a long time. I'm going to say, you know, remember, I had in my ice cream, so yeah, for those, you can't be up there every time. Come down to mine and not talk to me. Because we need to talk after this.
We're going to talk for your mother first.
Yeah, man.
Alright. Lean forward, Miss Zanda. Alright. So, I'm going to refer you to do a CT scan. We send you down over by Bayshore Plaza to check Dr. Zah. We'll make you do a CT scan. We'll make you do some blood works. And alright. Your blood pressure is a bit elevated.
Yeah, because she stressed me out every day. Why you lying?
Are you on any medication, Ms. Zanda?
Only two she did.
I never even know their name.
Only 2.
So, let me tell you something. I was never much of the type of child that you saw me as, you know. The reason why, you remember the day when you asked us about skills for a shared future?
Yes!
And I responded and stated that that sounded like my family.
That kind of come back to me brain, but
my reason for stating that is my mother is a doctor. I have brothers and sisters who are nurses, lawyers,
plumbers. I have family members who are tilers, who are entrepreneurs, persons who do overall construction. I am now a physician and I own a construction company where I employ persons of my family to do jobs.
So where class now?
All those persons were registered and certified by our NHT. I was just a troublesome child. I didn't came from a broken home. I just liked a doctor.
So
I have friends, so I move in the ways that my friends move. So skills.
No man, so you're not answer me.
Skills for a shared future was a real example of my family. Maya, I'm at my workplace.
Well, it seems like a whole big
Yeah,
apology.
going too much now. Yeah, going too much. Yeah, going like in a one.
Oh, well, apology, and I'm so sorry, you know.
And I want me know why we just can't talk here.
Yeah, we talk half the year.
Half the year.
Alright, baby.
But as I said, skills for a shared future represent different factors of life. Each one help one. If I have a pipe broken, my uncle can fix it. If my dog need attention, my cousin is a veterinarian. If I need a pound of yam, I can check my cousin is a farmer. So each of us in our family obtain specific skills that help each other and help surrounding community and further on. So that's why my response was skill for a shared future is an example of my family. I was not being rude, I was being honest. So never judge a book by its cover.
Why you school young girl, yeah? God, why me feel younger when you do that to me?
It's all you extra now.
Oh, don't worry yourself, you have alright. Just do these tests and come back for the review.
You know, so you could have put your number right when you're saying what?
Put the phone in, don't worry yourself.
Oh, alright.
Come back, let me help you.
Come on.
Based from childhood to adulthood. Never underestimate anyone. A troublesome child can be your future lawyer, your future doctor, your future nurse. Can be your future grocery supplier, can be even your taxi driver. Whatever honest living you choose, whatever honest skill you choose, as long as it's your honest legal bread, let nobody tear you down. Let no one discourage you from your dreams or your potential. Because your biggest motivation is yourself. The only person you can rely on is yourself. There's no more reliable source than the person within you. That's
Thank you. To my peers, Nurse Bunting, Miss Gibson, or special guests, my opposing team, and other participants, pleasant afternoon. I am Peter Gay James. My second speaker will be Otanya Williams, and my third speaker will be Yannick Johnson. She will provide a summary on or supporting point that AI will replace employability skills needed in allied health. Firstly, what is AI? AI is a shortening for artificial intelligence. It is a branch of computer science focusing on creating machines capable for performing tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as reasoning, learning, perception, and decision making. How does AI work? Unlike traditional software, which requires programmers to write exactly step-by-step instructions for every possible scenario, AI, from the experience, it works by processing vast amounts of information, identifying trends, and improving its performance over time. Who are allied health professionals? Allied health professionals in this domain oversee health information systems, workforce planning, and the quality improvement initiative. Their work supports the operational infrastructure and enables efficient, equitable care delivery across all settings.
Come on, 1 minute down already.
In a Rehabilitation Center, Christina Physiotherapist helps a patient to recover from knee surgery. With each movement, Christina adjusts her approach based on cues, guiding the patient with care. Nearby, an AI system monitors the patient process or offering suggestions and improvements. Technology is becoming increasingly common and useful in our healthcare settings. A recent report reveals that 82.3% of allied health professionals feel unfair or unprepared about AI integrations, but 73.6% expresses a desire to know more about AI and also learning the technological world. Artificial intelligence continues to reshape healthcare. It is vital for these professionals to evolve along with it. It's about remaining about the forefront of the patient care. Gone are the days where doctors rely solely on eyes to spot issues in x-rays and MRIs. AI now analyzes thousands of records and images and presents those records in seconds. A study shows that AI detects breast cancer in mammogram 94.5% of accuracy. Well, this advancement means quicker.
Point of information. You spoke about Christina, the physiotherapist. You spoke about monitoring the cues. Who does the monitoring of the cues? The AI or the physiotherapist actually?
Who does the monitoring of the cues?
Yeah.
Christine. But the AI does perform, like basically, it analyzes. So the AI basically is just on the sideline analyzing what Christine is doing while providing improvement for Christine in her steps that she's taking. So basically it's a teamwork between AI and Christine.
Okay.
Hospital utilizes real-time AI in monitoring patients' records. Basically, in a sepsis, sepsis is a condition which hundreds of thousands annually by mimicking common infections. AI has reduced sepsis-related hospital deaths by 41% by providing warning signs to the doctors, basically prior to the deterioration of health. Emergency services also uses AI in regards to voice-based digital assistance when listening on emergency calls. The system analyzes the breathing patterns and spoken words of the caller to identify unstated out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, with 43% fewer missed cases than human detectors. After birth, a mother developed a severe sepsis while in emergency. Her husband basically inputted her symptoms in ChatGPT, that's an AI tool. While putting the symptoms in ChatGPT, he was able to ask precise questions to the healthcare professionals to assist with the treatment of his wife. That also led to basically saving her life. So in my final point, I would say, as allied health professionals, even though we are trained despite our racial, cultural, and emotional or financial status, we should extend care, empathy, and emotional intelligence towards all patients. Why can't AI be trained to do the same? As according to the definition, AI does improve over time, so does allied health professionals. However, they do take time to make mistakes, and that is playing with also the patient's health and might lead to life-threatening events. Why would we leave the health of our patients in basically trials and errors in the allied health patient care assistant's hand? For my final point as well, AI is also increasing over time. So per se, for the next 20 to 30 years, who knows, allied health workers might no longer be needed due to the fact that there are AI implementing systems already setting in place to also guide in regards to MRIs and X-rays, also setting appointments, also updating patient data. They are all stored in an AI setting, a computer, and they also basically overstand the human tracking of patients in the hospital. So basically we need the AI to track and also to
Training
paddling up 5
Respected judges, honorable teachers, my fellow students, and last but not least, my worthy opponents. Good day. My name is Kevin Moody. I'll be the first speaker today. My second speaker, Shanice Buckley. My second speaker, Kevin Reed, will give an outline of issues that I may have overlooked, while my third speaker, Ms. Shanice Buckley, will give a summation of all that is being said. As quoted by CEO of Jobs for the Future in the National Gleaner, Maria Flynn, the skills that are most resistant to displacement by AI are the ones that are most distinctly human: relationship building, conflict resolution, the ability to guide and motivate other people, and ethical judgment. Today I stand firmly against the notion that AI will replace employability skills, competencies needed in allied healthcare. Soft and hard, transferable and foundational. Such is the description of skills and core competencies that are valued by every employer, as they are not job specific, hence limitless. Used by every potential and current employee, these skills are there to gain, maintain, and advance in any job. While it has been widely accepted that AI is the future of many industries due to convenience, ability to read and replicate patterns, and fresh discoveries it provides, this does not act as a standalone replacement for the needs of employability skill competencies. Instead, AI acts as a highly refined partner who is still subjugated to ethical oversight, placed under constant scrutiny and high-level validation and constraint settings. Within the allied healthcare industry, adaptability, critical thinking, ethical and moral reasoning, as well as effective communication are all key competencies and skills which are required when faced with clinically ambiguous decisions. These decisions may include uncertain diagnoses. This stems from patients displaying multiple overlying symptoms which, if fed into an AI system, would generate conflicting treatment directives or unclear clinical outcomes, as it analyzes medical databases and patterns instead of relying on validating factual data. These findings have to be checked and verified to ensure real-world accuracy and the lack of demographic biases, which requires not only critical thinking, but also ethical and emotional reasoning, which are all absent from AI and cannot be taught. The other aspect that may be addressed is complex patient goals without any real data. Now, this usually involves patients who present with unclear symptoms, misaligned health literacy, or even challenges with the diagnostic processes followed by providers. While we have addressed the presentation of unclear symptoms in my previous statement of uncertain diagnoses, while I have addressed the presentation of unclear symptoms in uncertain diagnoses, misaligned health literacy remains a common barrier to patient safety, medication adherence, and effective self-management. This is largely due to the fact medical information is usually written at a college level or high school graduate level, whereas statistics show that majority of the population within the world reads at an average grade 5 level. In order to mitigate instances of the aforementioned, effective communication skills are crucial, not only to deliver information in plain and accessible language, but also to ensure information delivered is structurally aligned with the context of the patient's life. If this were to be left to the AI systems, the level of programming and extent of coding required to constantly adapt to these requirements are currently considered non-viable.
So in your statement, you stated that AI basically assists in regards to the roles that allied health professionals play. So in regards to the assistance, AI does also provide improvement in regards to their action, provide basically, I would say, knowledgeable improvement in regards to their actions. So,
based on what you have said, yes, AI is a partner, as I mentioned before, a highly refined partner that provides information that is still subjected to validation, and information that is produced by the AI still has to go through critical thinking in order for you to find treatment to be administered to patients. So while this is a partner and provides information, it still has to go through the competencies of healthcare providers. Alright, moving on. Unpredictable shifts, crises, constraints, and personal cares. So, as healthcare providers, there are no set limitations to the obstacles faced on a daily basis. Whether these are internal or external, they are often unpredictable. Examples include sudden patient condition deterioration, mass casualty events, or conflicting medical needs. The entire prior list requires swift action, clear communication, and a calm and collected demeanor to effectively assess for immediate danger, stabilize patients, request the appropriate assistance, and provide reassurance to patients and loved ones. Under the same heading, the pivoting to new digital tools, adapting to new equipment, altering bed spaces to accommodate new spikes of patients, and the modification of standard guidelines to fit cultural or therapeutic needs all require a level of adaptability not yet present within the AI system. In summation, AI cannot and will not replace the need for employability skill competencies within allied health care. This remains a key competency and is not replaceable by the introduction of these systems, as they rely heavily on generalized data, and they will fail to account for unique cultural and regional beliefs, as well as lack the ability to deal with individual contexts. But rather, they work alongside these foundational and transferable skills to enhance diagnostic accuracy, automate administrative tasks, and drive personal patient intervention. This in turn frees professionals to provide more precise, efficient, and essential care while reducing operational burnout. Therefore, it remains AI.
So let's talk about efficiency. So since I am the proposing side, I'm going to give the reasons why. Right? So I am Otani Williams and I'm the second speaker of the proposing side. AI can work 24 hours a day without getting tired. It can process thousands of records in seconds and quickly identify problems. This reduces waiting time and improves patient care. A task that may take a healthcare worker 30 minutes can often be completed by AI in just a few seconds. My second point, accuracy. AI system can detect disease such as cancer and heart condition with very high accuracy. They reduce human error caused by stress, tiredness, or heavy workload. This makes healthcare safer and more reliable. Talk about automation. Many employability skills such as data entry, scheduling appointments, documenting patient information, and managing records are now performed by AI. As AI continues to improve, even more job responsibilities will become automated. We are not saying that every healthcare worker will disappear. However, we believe many traditional employability skills are already being replaced by AI technology. Healthcare workers must now learn.
You had mentioned previously in a statement about AI accuracy being more accurate than healthcare workers. Do you know that AI has its own disclaimer that says AI is not 100% accurate and all information must be validated?
Yes, I do. And as you have pointed that out, you have to remember that AI never gets tired. AI has a 24-hour operating time, which is why me and you as an individual can get tired in split seconds of us 3 hours, and then we end up that we provide inaccurate care to patients. But I'm continuing. So now healthcare workers must now learn new digital and technology skills to remain employable. I will leave this question with you, my opponents. If AI can do a task faster, more accurately, and at any time of the day, why should employers continue to rely on humans to perform that same task? Thank you.
Rafael Reed, and I'm the second speaker for my team. So I'll be elaborating on further proof why AI cannot replace employability skills needed in allied health. As my colleague had stated prior, we strongly believe that AI will not replace employability skills and competence needed in allied healthcare. Allied healthcare built on three main principles: human judgment, empathy, and hands-on care. AI is not a tool. It can help us, but it cannot be us. Alright. AI can help in sectors such as physiotherapy. It can generate rehabilitation programs and suggest instruction to help us with healing and recovery. However, when it comes to implementation, you cannot code compassion and empathy. Say for instance, a patient who suffers from rheumatoid arthritis, who needs their joints to stretch to a specific angle or degree, AI cannot generate the program to perform this activity. However, it will be more focused on its instruction. Unfortunately, it won't be able to connect with the patient emotionally nor read non-verbal cues that would indicate physical strain. Secondly, AI can't replace these competencies while dealing with patient anxiety. Dealing with a patient who has severe anxiety, human skills are needed, such as reading body languages, tone of voice, and fear. Secondly, using a calm voice, reassuring, touching the patient, and empathy to reduce stress before procedures. What AI can do? Play a relaxation audio or give generic information to the patient. What AI cannot do? It cannot hold a nervous patient hand before x-ray, notice when citizens or patient is too scared to ask questions, or adjust their approach because this patient lost a family member to cancer. You cannot, you cannot put AI on screen to explain an MRI. You cannot put AI on a screen to explain an MRI, but only a human can sit with a mother crying because her child is sick. Our anxiety management is for a child is sick. Anxiety management is more allied health competency. It requires humanity. Yes. Right. Thirdly, maintaining accountability for patients' outcome. This also needs human skills, such as making final clinical decisions based on AI, patient history plus ethics. Secondly, documenting and taking legal professional responsibilities if something goes wrong. Thirdly, follow up to ensure the treatment plan actually works. Fourth, advocating for the patient when the AI suggestion doesn't fit.
Yeah. AI have proven to basically read MRIs and X-ray, basically identify MRIs and X-ray results. So why is it impossible for AI to read those results and also interpret them in human interpretation?
Alright, so this still basically put us back to empathy and sympathy at this point. So it can read it, but it can't, what does it do? It can't, it can read it, but it cannot give the type of emotion that the patient would have wanted. So for instance, the shoulder slip out, and you know what? AI look on it and see all of the dislocation and stuff like that. AI can go and say, Mom, you know that so and so and all that. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So you can. AI cannot be sued. Recommendation, who goes to court, the therapist, if the patient gets worse, who reviews the case, the nurse, accountability is legal and ethical competency. that only PCS can carry, why we remain employable.
Good afternoon. I am Shanice Buckley, and I'll be summarizing what my first and second speakers have said previously. Artificial intelligence has become an important part of modern healthcare by improving efficiency, reducing errors, supporting diagnosis, and assisting with administrative and clinical tasks. However, despite these advancements, AI cannot replace the employability skills and competencies that are essential to allied healthcare. These professions require much more than technical knowledge. They demand empathy, compassion, effective communication, critical thinking, ethical decision-making, cultural sensitivity, adaptability, teamwork, and the ability to build trusting relationships with patients and their families. Allied healthcare professionals work directly with people who may be frightened, vulnerable, or in pain, providing reassurance, understanding patients' outcomes, respecting their dignity, and responding appropriately to unexpected situations or human qualities that AI cannot genuinely replicate. Many healthcare decisions also require professional judgment, experience, and preferences which go beyond what technology can provide. Rather than replacing healthcare professionals, AI is best viewed as a valuable tool that complements their work. It can help provide productivity, support clinical decision-making, and reduce workload, allowing healthcare workers to spend more time focusing on patient-centered care. The combination of advanced technology and skilled healthcare professionals will produce the best outcomes for patients. While AI will continue to play a significant role in the future of healthcare, it will not replace the employability skills and competencies needed in allied healthcare. The human qualities of compassion, communication, ethical practice, and professional judgment remain irreplaceable. The future of allied healthcare lies in healthcare professionals working alongside AI, using technology to enhance, not replace, the high-quality, compassionate care that only humans can provide.
As you're the strongest speaker, you have 1 minute. I'll give you 2 minutes to prepare a simple speech as to why you think that your team won the debate today.
That AI will replace the need for employability, skill competencies within allied healthcare. We believe we've won this debate based on a number of facts. When the opposition when the proposing team were presenting, they actually agreed with a lot of our points. That the AI is a tool to be used alongside healthcare providers, not to replace them. Not to make any of the skills or competencies obsolete, but rather to work alongside and enhance care provided for patients. When asked about the accuracy, the proposing team mentioned over and over reduced workload. At no point did they mention that AI is more accurate than humans. Nor did it mention that AI would replace human validation of information that was outputted by any systems. Secondly, AI programs, they may provide reassurances, but all of these reassurances are robotic and lack any real experience, but rather follow trends like TikTok. So rather than providing proof that the skills and competencies needed will be obsolete, our proposing side actually agreed with us that AI is a tool to be used and not to make healthcare providers obsolete. This is why we want.
All right, so good evening again, everyone. Nurse Johnson. All right. Honorable judges, respected opponents, teachers, and fellow students. Why I believe that my team has already won.
Right.
As we conclude this debate, one thing is clear. Artificial intelligence is transforming allied health in ways that human alone cannot. AI can analyze vast amounts of medical data within seconds, detect patterns and that may be missed work around the clock without fatigue, reduce human error, and improve assets. To healthcare for people in remote and undeserved communities. Our opponents have rightly pointed out that humans bring empathy and compassion and emotional understanding. We agree that these qualities are valuable. However, the question before us is not whether humans are caring, it is whether AI offers greater advantage in allied health. The evidence shows that it does. AI supports faster diagnosis, more accurate treatment planning, personalized rehabilitation, continuous patient monitoring, and greater efficiencies. These improvements allow healthcare professionals to provide better care and save more lives. In today's healthcare environment, where time and accuracy are crucial, these advantages make a significant difference. AI is not about taking away, it is about improving the quality of care by handling repetitive and data-intensive tasks. AI enables healthcare professionals to focus more on patients while benefiting from technology that enhance decision-making and reduce mistakes. For these reasons, we have demonstrated that AI brings more advantages to allied health than humans alone. We respectfully ask you to support the resolution.
Men. Right, we have deliberated and we came up with the following. Mrs. Bryan is going to present to you. Just give yourselves a round of So, will the opposition win? Will the opposition win?
Yes.
Will the proposition win?
Alright, I must say that I'm really impressed with your performance today. I don't believe that is the first time, no training or anything. And I think that you did extremely well. Give yourself a clap. So after deliberation, we found some areas for which in the future you can improve. And we also found some strengths. And of course, whatever the result is this afternoon, you did your best and one team must win. Alright? So for the proposition, so this team, we felt that you did not define your stance clearly. Alright? You didn't define your stance clearly. So in other words, you didn't take a stance, so to speak. Alright? You were all over the place. The opposition did not clearly define the motion. So we were looking for that, we were looking for definition. We were looking for you to clearly state, this is our position. Alright? So we were looking for that and we did not see much of that. For both teams, you did not credit the source. You said that there is a lot of statistics, but I don't hear from which university.
Maria Flynn from the Jobs for Future.
Right.
She quoted in the beginning.
We believe, based on what we heard, that they were more evidence. But every definition that you give, we are expecting. It's not your work, so we have to credit these sources, all right? I think for some parts, some persons didn't understand their position, didn't understand the motion. Sometimes you were agreeing, sometimes you were disagreeing, and we were here left confused. We don't know which side you're taking, all right? More so for the proposition, right? Because you did not define the motion in the first to say this is the stand that we're taking. We are saying that AI should or should not be used or should be replaced human, right? That was the debate, right? So we weren't clear is it that you're saying that it should replace it or it should work alongside it? The first presenter who came to present should have outlined, he said, this is our stance. We think that we're not replacing it. We are working alongside with it. But you didn't do that. You leave it in the open.
I said it in the final somewhere.
Yeah, you can't say it at the final. You have to say it at the front. At the final, no new information can be put forward in the debate. None whatsoever. You have to put that in the first speaker's speech and the second speaker's speech, and that's it. Anything
I was saying that I covered it in my final statement as the first speaker.
Alright, both teams handle the point of information well. Alright, I would like to see, however, though, that when one person speaks, like for example, the opposition person speaks, and the next person comes up to speak, should have a rebuttal based on the government argument. They're saying that X, Y, Z, but we don't believe it. And you put a supporting point. You just don't come up here and just read your statement. You have to give a rebuttal in your opening argument. None of the team did that. You just went on and read your speech. And as I said before, I know that it's the first time, but in the future, it's like a tracing match. It's in a formal setting. Whenever one person speaks and the next person speaks after, you have to refute at least one point. But overall, the point of information that you asked, both teams handled it pretty well, yeah? All right, so based on those comments, we know that one team will have to walk away with the winnings and the next team comes second, and we say better luck next time. Who do you think wins debate today? Is it opposition or side government?
Opposition. Opposition.
I didn't like all the daddy at all.
Opposition.
All right. So the scores are, drum roll please. One team scores 74. Give a round of applause. And the other team scores 86. So the team that won the debate this afternoon is team opposition. Alright, good job, and thank you so much for having us share in your debate.
Appreciate your presence and all that you did in such a short time. I trust that this small token on this special day, World Skills Day, will allow you to reminisce and return. I thank you. Yes. Thank you. Same goes to Nurse Russell Wilson. If she's unable to answer and somebody else knows the answer, just indicate. Fair enough? Fair enough. All right. Assessing the mechanism of injury or nature of a patient's illness is a part of which of the following assessments? Is it detailed assessment, focus, history, and physical examination, scene size up, or secondary survey? B, and B reads focused, history, and physical assessment. I'm sorry about that. Prize is not yours. Is there anyone who is able to answer? Let me repeat. The response is detailed assessment, focus, history, and physical examination. Go ahead for me, Alexander. B. B reads secondary survey, and that is not the correct answer. One more try. All right, let me go with the question again. Assessing the mechanism of injury or nature of a patient's illness is a part of which of the following assessments? A, detailed assessment. B, focus, history, and physical examination. C, scene size up, and D, secondary survey.
Can I go again?
No.
There was an answer over here.
A. Okay. What do you need to speak up? Put your hands together for her. Miss Gibson, please go ahead and give her her prize. Okay, good. Second question. Someone please define for me the Trendelenburg position.
Trendelenburg?
Stand for me.
Yeah, remember the one day. Oh!
The Trendelenburg position is where the head is elevated higher than the feet of the bed, and it's normally used to push internal organs away.
Is she correct?
Yes, she is.
Put your hands together for her. World Skills Day was actually born. Jesus. How much? 2014. Yes. So we're going to be closing off now.
Right. Okay, and a little close. Don't worry about that. A little close, right.
On behalf of Wright Academy and Training Institution, thank you for coming today.